Hi guys, hello and welcome to another episode of my podcast. Now, I'm not about to start gaslighting you guys with my smile as if I didn't just go 1 month without serving you guys content. Apologies. At least your girl is back. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. And if this is your first time, well, salam alaikum. Alaikum assalam. Please ensure to like, share, subscribe, and follow me on all my other social media platforms. I am on Instagram, I am on TikTok, I am on Spotify, I am everywhere. Stop playing. Like I always say, to join me here is quite easy. All you have to do is send me a mail at bcbalopodcast@gmail.com and you'll be here. I'll be talking to you, you'll be talking to me. No stress. This is the platform where you get to tell it as it is. No sugarcoating, no filter, nothing. Just tell me straight up however you want to get it off your chest. I am here for you. This is the platform where you get to ask yourself, what the fuck did I just listen to? So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into today's story. Hi, hello, how you doing?
I'm good. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Do you want to rant or you want to make a confession? First of all, thank you so much for calling on my platform. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, do you want to rant or you want to make a confession or you just want to get something off your chest?
Yeah, it's more like get something off my chest, like a rant.
Okay, I'm here for you.
Yeah. Okay, so I always wanted to say how it's been long. I've been trying to kind of like forgive my mom. Yeah. Our my growing up was very chaotic, and my mom, I don't know where she is. I've not heard from her in like 7 years because apparently she threw me out. And
Wait, did you just say 7 years?
yes, I haven't heard from her in 7 years. And guess what? Let me blow your mind. For these 7 years, I've been in school, and she happens to be like a big staff in my school. Like she is alive. Like we have seen each other countless times, not just myself, like myself and my siblings. And she'll just walk past us like she didn't hear us say, "Mommy, good afternoon." Like she'll walk past us like maybe spirit people were talking. So my dad separated when I was 4 years old, and my younger ones were like a year plus, and the last one was like 3 months old baby. So we are very, very impressionable at that point. You could say anything to us, and everything would just flow. So she would tell us things about my dad. My dad was an evil person. He was occultic. It was a lot. So I started growing up hating my dad, not even knowing who the man is, seeing my dad as a kidnapper, as a terrible person, as a demonic person. And then me on my own partner, I was now growing up, and I was also having like normal children's traits, like being stubborn, being rebellious, just normal. I don't see them as too much. I mean, I wasn't stealing, I wasn't running the streets. And my mom would compare me to other kids in the block. We stayed in university campus, so she compared me to kids in the block. She would beat me. It was chaotic. As of now, I'm in my late 20s, and I can't really remember my childhood because there was just so much going on in at once. So I couldn't just place how did I look when I don't even have pictures like of growing up, like baby pictures or any of those things. She was strict is not even the word. If there's strict pro max, she was like that. And she'll tell us things of how she's the one suffering to raise us. We don't have anybody. And truly, I didn't grow up having like biological aunties, uncles, or anybody. Just myself, my siblings, and her. So in 2013, I had a fight in school. So my mom was like, you know what, you're changing school. I changed school. The school helped me. The new school helped me because the previous school, I had like a lot of self-esteem issues and all that. So this new school, rich kids are there, and it was a struggle. But I managed to be a prefect. I managed to, graduate well from that school. First time I noticed that something is off with this woman. She never came for my this thing when they badge prefects in school. She never came for it. And when I was graduating, so my school has this tradition of when they call the graduates on stage, parents will come on stage and start praying for them. No one came to pray for me. No one came to pray for me.
Wow.
That was when I noticed that I might not really have this woman again. I finished, I started diploma, and during the diploma was another battle. She'll give us curfew time. Myself and my brother were doing diploma. So she'll give us curfew time. She'll say we should come around 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So this story is, I'm summarizing from 2001 up to 2016. Then 2017 came in April 22nd was when she finally kicked myself and my younger brother, who was a minor. Now, events leading to that was, I met a guy. He was doing his master's in Sweden.
Wait, she kicked you guys out?
No, not just all of us. So she kicked myself and my younger brother
out of our house.
Do you understand? Yes, out of our house totally. So what happened was, I met a guy in January. One of those nights I was walking back home from school, from class. So the guy, I was stained, and the guy had driven past. Then he came back to tell me how I was stained, and guys at the back were laughing at me, and how he wants to take me home to make my walking easy. So I was like, okay. From there, he got my number. We started talking, and I felt like, okay, my mom has this, I don't know, weird choice of men. She prefers you to be Yoruba. You're not Yoruba. She doesn't want to know. She has already told me that she never wants us to marry Igbo. If we marry an Igbo man, she will not come for the wedding. So I was like, he's Yoruba, he's older, and he's an architect. So my mom will not have a problem. She'll like this guy. But then I was so scared because she has this thing of warning people to stay away from us. So if you're my friend like this now, and my mom finds out that you're my friend, that's the end. She'll call your mom. She'll call your dad. She'll tell them that still she's a single mom. She doesn't have anybody, and she doesn't want anybody with her children. So I didn't have friends from my primary, secondary, even in diploma. People could not be my friends because they're like, for your mom will come and warn us. So your mom will come and meet my parents. I beg. So this guy, I was kind of protecting him. This is the only guy that have told me I'm beautiful. Or more, you cannot come and be going. No, this guy got my first Android phone, first ever Android phone I've used in my life. So I'm like, come on, this woman, she go spoil this paro. The guy wasn't doing anything to me. He was just being nice and cute. But I was scared. See, I was scared to my blood. I couldn't bring out this guy's identity. So fast forward, in February, we now became official. I couldn't still tell my mom. Imagine being so scared of your mother that I can't even... And I wasn't a child. I was 20 at the time. So, I should be able to tell my mother, Mom, somebody said hi to me. I should be like, tell me about the guy. Jeez, but are they crazy? Are they meant? No way.
Connection with her.
I could not. I couldn't do that. So what happened was we became official. Then March, he came to see me. I had serious period cramps, and then he came to see me, and I told him to just park ahead of my street, in front of my street. Don't park where we stay. So he bought some stuff, and I didn't know that somebody saw me go to meet him, collect the stuff, and then they told my mom. My mom came back. That was on a Sunday, so my mom was like, "Where did I go to?" So my younger brother, always covering me because he doesn't want me to be beaten. You see, Omorogu. How many Omorogu that has broken on my body based on beating? So my brother was now saying, Mommy has found out, I went to see this person. So I was now scared, I was shaking. And I told her that I know that is our neighbor that bought something to help me to give to somebody in my class. So that Sunday night, she did not still buy it. So Monday, she now called my brother to ask my brother that that thing I told her is not true. That who did I go and see? So my brother now said, that he does not know, but she should just calm down, and just ask sister. The sister will tell you. My mom wasn't having it. So that night now, he came to tell me that mommy is already asking him. So I said, okay, you know what? I will tell her and I won't bring the guy to my mom because my mom will like this boy. He dresses well. He's not this boy that used to talk in, wear shoe, wear socks. My mom will like this boy. It's not all these regular ripped
Yeah,
jeans,
I
earring,
understand.
tattoo boys. Mom will like this guy.
It
So
was
by
someone
Tuesday,
you
when I
felt.
wanted,
It was someone you felt you could take
yeah, I feel
home.
like she will like him. So by
Yeah.
Tuesday, I was not ready to tell her. She now said that she doesn't want to hear anything. That myself and my brother, we should go and find a place to stay. You know, sometimes when our mother says something, we'll just be like, oh, this one does the car, they play my fans. She just said, I was like, this one does the she did verse nowhere. And even the guy told her she ate her food. I remember very well. She finished her food. She did not say a word to me. Wednesday morning, she was going to work, I was going to class. She said, have you guys found a place? I look back, I'm like, change one day, why find which place, bow. We've not known we've not had any friend, no family, no, like we are like an island, literally. Which place are we going to find? You didn't allow us to get hostel. Like, where are we finding? So I'm like, it's my day. I was telling my brother that, do you know what she said? My mom said, don't worry, we'll beg her. I don't know why she's vexing. By Thursday, she said, I hope people have found a place. I'm like, no, this has to be. I'm like, I don't understand. Where do you want us to go to? Find which people. What did we do?
That
She
was
did not answer
when you
us.
started
Like,
suspecting it might have been serious.
yes. And see, my mother's silent treatment. Hey, God. It's her silent treatment can kill you, bury you, send you back to heaven. She will not say a word to you. I was now scared. Friday, I went to school, came back before coffee time, and lo and behold, she had, this dustbin black nylon they used to use and do trash.
Yeah, the trash
My mother
nylon.
packed all my clothes, my brother's clothes. I'm talking, my brother is 17, I'm 20, so he's a minor. And my mother packed everything, and she's like, get out.
Just
Then
like
I'm
that.
like, okay, just like that. We started begging. Neighbors came out. They were peeping through their window. One bear to say a word. Because they were also students. And my mom has such an influence. She could go to your department, report you to your HOD. Like, so everybody was just peeping. I was crying. I was begging that, please, where do you want us to go to? Before we say Jack, she called the security unit. As per we were nuisances. Like, she got from the complex. She called I know when security units come, it's like maybe they want to arrest students or something.
Yeah, must be something
They call the
serious.
press on, or something they come out. So I told my brother that I carry the clothes now, let's be going. That day was like, as some people say, you get to a point in your life, you don't even know where to go to, you don't know where to start from. I had my brother with me, then myself. Where would I start life? And I know this woman, if she turns her back on you, Lobaton is the end. Don't worry about it. So she's like, no one, I didn't know where to go to. So I called my best friend at the time. And she's like, Omomo, okay, we'll go run now. And we're doing diploma now. So diploma time, we're like family, like friends. So friend calls her own guys. Those ones were like, they stay in Onike, or that they'll sharply come down, they'll come and meet me so that my brother can stay with them. Because he was also doing diploma. And this was April. Our exam for diploma was like May, June. So I started staying with my friend. She took a risk because I hosted. They didn't allow people squats. But she was like, you can't stay anywhere. I was still seeing my guy. I didn't even tell him what had happened because I just like to handle things on my own.
Oh yeah.
So I was staying there. I wrote my exams. And from there, when the exams finished, my friend had to go back home because she doesn't stay in Lagos. So I knew that I have to find another place to stay. And in all this, my mom was not reachable. All efforts to get to her, nothing. On top of it, there was now like a restraining order I had to sign, like to stay away from her. So, I don't want to go to jail because I defaulted. So I just signed and I kept off.
Wait, a restraining order to stay away from your own
so
mom.
I knew that I had to just, and this thing till tomorrow, whenever I say it, everyone is like, and you did not do anything. Even myself, I started wishing that, okay, maybe I wish maybe I got pregnant, maybe I stole something, like I did something, like something that you can say, okay, well, I don't want to have anything to do with this child. So I knew that I had to stay with friends. I moved in with a couple that had kids, and that one, it was just funny. I just knew that I was, after some days staying there, I knew I wasn't safe, because I think the woman started suspecting that maybe her husband was coming at me or something. So I left that one. I went to a camp. I went to a summer camp. And then it was from that summer camp I had to now tell my then boyfriend that my mom had sent me out. I don't have anywhere to go to, and I have my younger brother with me. I was just moving from place to place. And he knew that we didn't have any family members. So it's not like you go and meet Uncle this or Auntie that to beg my mom. There was nothing. So he now said I should come and stay with him. He was staying on the island. This is where the Red Sea almost swallowed me. So I moved in with him, and from that period to when 200 level would start, it was like some months. So I was in his house. I'll cook food. I was not doing like stay-at-home girlfriend, wake up in the morning. I just felt like since he's housing me, cooking food would just be like a token. Like, let me just cook food, arrange the house. So I was not cooking food for him and all that. And he was happy. He was like, don't worry, I'll protect you. Nothing will happen to you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, shouldn't happen to me. A month after I moved in, I don't know what happened. I remember an event that led to that. I made a four, and I forgot to put locust beans inside Iru. Yeah. And then immediately he got home, I realized he didn't eat the food. So I'm like, Ambi, what's up now? Why didn't you eat? What happened? The slap I received. Oh, the slap I received. I reached my ancestors reached me. Yeah?
He slapped
2 times,
you.
2 by 2, yes. I was like, wow, okay. So now begged that I'm very sorry that I did not know that, the rule was not part of it. So before you knew it, he now started, all the money that he used to give me, stopped giving me. But the good thing was I was already saving. So I used to give my brother. So, and I'm in that house alone. My brother is somewhere on the mainland with friends. So I have to, get every money I have to send to my brother to eat. Then as soon as I will send food to him. So I now started, trying to be, patient with him. The beating, it moved from 2 slap to proper beating. Hey, I was like, what will I do? Like, what did I do to this man? It was that bad. So my birthday that year, I couldn't celebrate it because I don't know, say I don't carry belly. My name is carry belly, I don't know.
You got pregnant.
I got pregnant. I didn't even know that I was far gone. I'm talking gone like 4 months gone. So by the time I found out, because I thought I had PCOS, like my PCOS has started again. Because how PCOS just delay your period, you won't see it for like a while. So like PCOS, they go whine me, but man, no panic. I did ground. Then one day, I just went. They were doing one free clinic testing, blah blah blah, on the streets where we live, and I was like, let me just go there. Let me just even check. And then nurse told me, "You are pregnant, right?" I'm like, "You say wait, I know that starts herself." She now said I should go inside and go and do scan. That was the one I knew that. I was already like 4 months gone.
Fucking hell.
So I went to tell this guy, and he was now happy. I thought he said, okay, but let don't calm this guy down. I was so happy. He was like, we're going to have triplets. Me too now. I can't flow in the delusion. Say, okay, triplets go flow, twins go flow. He's now changed for a while. The change not last too, because the beating that followed after, the maltreatment that followed after, and I didn't know what to do. So my friends didn't even know I was suffering. I was dying because marks all over my body. I'm supposed to start antenatal or something, but I was confused. Like, hey, this guy's behavior, I don't have anywhere to go to. Like in this Lagos, like this is my only bus stop. So I was in that stage of let me just be a calm girl. Maybe if I'm quiet, maybe if I'm patient, maybe if I'm just allowing him to go out and come back whenever he wants to, that, he will change. It nearly cost me my life. So one day, I made dinner. He said we should go out. Then he changed his mind. So I made dinner. And then we had juice, he had wine. I remember that day. So we're eating. But from the eating, my memory went blur because I just remember that I was now in the hospital. So I just realized I was in the hospital and I was like, we're eating dinner. How come I'm waking up and I'm seeing that I'm in the hospital?
Mm-hmm.
So the nurse came in. I was like, she won't check my vitals. Then the doctor now came in and told me, she now asked me a question. She's like, why did I do it? So I was like, I don't understand. Why did I do what? And she's like, you could have killed yourself, I was like, I'm confused. First of all, how am I here? Like, what happened? Where is this guy? And she's like, she doesn't know, but it was an Hausa man that brought me. Yeah? Me made this house. Which Hausa man come carry me come for hospital? So she said that she's coming, that she just hold on. I'm like, I don't understand. Hausa man, not as the nurse that I don't understand. She just resumed that morning. She doesn't know. She's going to go through my file and see what happened. So after like 45 minutes, they came to do ward round, and then I now started asking questions. They now told me that I somehow had an abortion. I'm like, I don't understand. I did not go to any hospital. I did not do anything. They were like, well, we're seeing that you took something that caused you to bleed, and you bled out, and somebody where you stay decided to bring you here. Somebody where I stay. Who is the person? He said they don't know this person, that the person is just outside. So I said, okay, can I call the person in? Let me even see. Lo and behold, is my gate man. I mean, our gate man in that house. Because it was the house and they had a gate man. I'm like, I don't know. What's it happen? I don't understand. I say, madam, I go off gen. This were his words. I went to off the gen and I wanted to change over. I can't say they lie down for God. I can't tell you, say, I can't wake you. Say, I just want off gen. Say they don't bring lights. No, I can't on lights again. As I change over, lights come. I still say the blood they come out. I don't see Oga already come out.
What the
so
fuck?
I can't call my guys. And I can't call the guys. The guys can't carry you. We don't say you they go this hospital normally when Oga they sick. So now why we just carry you come here? Like, where's your Oga? Say no. Oga saying they come, they sharply come. So long story short, I had to do an evacuation. I don't cry big. My eye on the water. Oh Jesus!
I'm so sorry.
So I had to go to they had the surgery, they had an evacuation, they had to scan, they had to check bleeding and all that. Then they gave me some drugs. I was hospital for like a week.
Did he come?
Commas never lack. This guy didn't show up at the hospital. So the Harina guy was there. We walked back home because the hospital from the house is not far. It's in VI. It was not far. So we walked back home. He couldn't tell me, say, auntie, if you say I'm my sister, for don't carry me, they go back Kanu like this. Say, this thing, the guy, this Oga they do, good. You don't, I see say, you don't, they carry Bele Abi. Madam, they go your place. Don't stay here again. So I got home, and to my greatest surprise, his car was there. So I entered the house. There was a woman there, and he was at home. So I'm like, I went upstairs. I'm like, I don't understand. What did you do to me? So with the pain, with the rage, with the anger, with the confusion, I started going at him like, what did you do to me? What happened? I thought you said you wanted to keep this. They said I did, and how did I? So he just, with his hand, I will never forget that beating.
He beat you
Threw me on the
again.
bed, threw me on the bed, beat me, and then left the house. So at this point, I checked how much I had in my account. It wasn't up to like 100k. Because like I said, he stopped giving me money as he used to give me. And like I said, everybody has gone home. All my friends that I could even call her, they've all gone home. Nobody was around to even say okay. And I couldn't call my younger brother because I felt like that would be too traumatic.
Yeah, he wasn't mentally ready for something like that.
Yeah, do you understand?
Yeah.
So I was healing from that. This guy was all over the place. He was going out, partying, clubbing, doing all that. So I started, at this point, I started looking for how to steal. If he keeps his money, I'll just take maybe 5k out of it because I was now desperate. And he now stop me from cooking. He would just bring out like bread. In the afternoon, we put like stew. And then you put one plate of soup, and then he will use the freezer, lock the freezer and the fridge. So I didn't know anybody. And one day, before I decided to, call somebody, he had beaten me. I was screaming. I felt like everybody could hear me scream, but nobody came to the house to knock. I was screaming, please help me. But nobody came. So I sat down one day and I said, God. So when I got back home, I knew after confronting and I saw that it didn't work out. And the beating still continued after. Then I realized that maybe this guy actually hates me and hates my presence because you're beating somebody that's gone through this kind of thing and you keep saying hurtful things to me. So I might as well just start planning how to escape. I didn't have enough money. So if he keeps money around, I will take it. I'll take the money and I'll be like, I don't know about it because you don't allow me to touch some certain areas of the house. So one day I was going through my WhatsApp and then I saw somebody that I knew back when I was living with my mom. I saw his status. And I'm like, this guy, there's something about this guy. So back in the day, this guy was trying to toast me. But he was also scared of my mom, so he didn't carry on with the toasting. He basically was like scared of my mom. But he gave me his number. Then I remember that just after I graduated from high school, when I came back home, because I was in hostel, when I came back home, he called me aside and he was like, he wanted to talk to me about something, and he mentioned my dad. I was like, see, my mother can arrest you now for this statement you just made if she hears it. That's why he said, no, that's why I followed you to where you're fetching water and I came to have conversation. She said, do I want to know my dad? I was like, no, my mom said he's a cultic, he's an evil man, that he works with Evans and co. I beg you, I don't want job. That was in 2015. So when he was living in Ila, he gave me his number and told me that if I ever want to know my dad, that I should give him a call. So on this particular day when I was reminiscing and looking at his status and I saw him, I had this thought of, should I call him about my dad? But then I was afraid that my mom cannot find out because I will be betraying her. Imagine, person will not send me. I see the thing say, make her betray him.
You're still putting her first.
Do you get? So he came back that evening. This guy came back that evening, and this time the beating did not even just pass beating. This kind of beating, and they throw you down the staircase. That was. I think when I got to the bottom of the staircase, I couldn't see clearly, but I saw that he came down the staircase, kicked me on my tummy, and walked past me. So at that point, I remembered something. If I die, the way this guy just walks past me, he's going to walk past my dead body and act like I do not exist. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to call this guy. So I went back into that room. I called this guy. This was around past 11 to 12 in the night. I called him. He was so excited to hear my voice. I'm like, he said, you know something about my dad? He's like, yes. Do you want to talk to your dad? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, give me a minute. And in a minute, a call comes in. I was my dad. And my dad called me. He said, Uma, how are you? I didn't know when tears started rushing down my eyes. I said, please, Dad, I want to be your slave. That where I'm staying, that they want to kill me. That I just want to let me just be your house girl. And he was like, God forbid, my daughter be my house girl. Where are you? At this time, my father was in Abuja. He was in Lagos. So he told me that I should just try and find a place to sleep first. I should try and sleep. I couldn't sleep. My mouth was swollen. I was having a very bad headache. I was just sick. So the next morning, that night, he said he was going to come to me because I thought it was a joke. So I told her about like my dad coming, and she was like, "Hey, I thought they say your papa na Evans,
kidnapper, everything." She said
So why
everything
you
about
won't take Siam?" And I told her that see, that can she just tell her boyfriend? I don't know if her boyfriend can. I say, you know they bring uniform men outside like that too. But she knows she will tell her boyfriend, say one of her cousin gets problem. Me just send 2 people, me just mount for where I want to see my papa. So I told him that I wanted to see him in an open space. So we should come to Hub Mat. So 12 o'clock the next day, I've never seen the idiot that I was living with. He didn't sleep at home that night. So he came, I went to Hub Mat. Then Hub Mat was still like functioning very well. So I went there, and my friend already told me that don't worry, I should see 2 guys parked in the car. That they are his boys, but they are off duty today. But no worry, anything we want stop, go work because my papa na kidnapper now.
based on what your mom told you about him.
My hands were what my mom said though. I can't fear. As I looked up, I saw one very tall man and one short woman that was, by his side. I say, this one not just this one is an organization. Then I saw some people coming out of the hopper. Like this one is syndicate. They want to scare me. Hey, I don't die. So I was not telling my friend on the phone because I was using earpiece. The friend said, "You don't reach." I said, "Yes." Say, "Who they see?" I said, "They see people. This is not father-daughter reunion. This is they want to carry me. This one they carry me to Italy. So no worry, me I no fear. Say boys there on ground.
You go do a shower for Italy.
Come. My father was now coming. I said, only for me to see this man was crying, like his eyes were red. So he now looked at me. He now said, "Who did this to you?" I said, "Please don't touch me. Please. If you touch me, I'll disappear." He said, "Jesus, how would you say that to me?" I said, "Please just shift small. Just shift. Stay here. Me, I stay here." I said, "Why are all these people?" He said, when he got the call that he was praying yesterday night, so everybody now heard that his daughter of over like 16 years now called my session to see him. So everybody was excited and everybody booked flights. I said it's not possible. Everybody booked flights for me. No worry, mother, no worry. Mother, just talk with him. Just let me just tell you now that I need money. Like I'm fine, like I take care of myself. So he told me that I should be working at let us not create a scene. I said, okay, shift back. Don't be close to me. So I saw the medium height woman. She now said, "Hello, my daughter."
What do you mean medium height?
She's not tall now, she's not short, she's just there. So I said, "Your daughter," as her. She said, "Do you remember me?" I was like, "No, I don't remember you." She was like, "I remember on Facebook, there's one woman that used to message you when you post pictures." And I said, "Yes, I remember you." That she now said that, "Don't worry, let's just go inside." I said, "No, let us talk outside. Because inside, anything can happen." So, and I said, "Who are all these people?" My dad said, "Oh, they're my uncles, my cousins." I'm like, "I don't understand. I have all these family members." As how? Wow. Anyways, it's just money I want to collect from you that I want to get a place. So, this guy that I called yesterday now came outside. So, when I saw him, I kind of felt at peace. I'm like, okay,
you felt a little
this guy will not watch them. Yeah, this guy will not watch them. Like that. He gave me money and I was like, "Do you want me to drop you off?" And I was like, "No, that you don't need to drop me off. That I'm fine. I'll find my way." So we started talking. This was late 2017. This was like November, December-ish. We started talking. So by 2018, I told my brother about it. My brother was scared. He was was worried. He was like, they said this man can kill. He kills a lot of people. He's a kidnapper. I was like, see, Dabi, I can't continue to live this life. Like, I don't want to tell you what I'm going through, but I just can't continue. Let us even go and stay with him. We can even join him and be kidnapping people. But even if I die, like, I will not die a shameless death, because the way this man I'm living with is going, he will kill me one day.
Yeah.
That's in 2018. My mom said to my sister that she didn't call me, she didn't text me. She just told my sister that my sister should go to my hostel and stay for 2 weeks, that she's going for a training. So I'd come back to Lagos. I was, healing and moving on with life. I got the call that my sister was in my hostel. I'm like, I don't understand. That's how, like, this girl is 16 years. What is she doing in my hostel? And then I called my sister. She's like, that she's in the hostel, that she'll come. So I came back and I saw her load. I smiled. I said, this woman has sent you out. I started to say no, that mom said that she's coming back, that she just wants to go for 2 weeks training. I said, okay. I told the hostel people, they were like, no, we did the last quarter, so I paid them off, and my sister started staying, and she was going to resume school as well. So her birthday was in March, and my sister it didn't dawn on my sister that she had just been kicked out stylishly. So her birthday, I got her cake, I got her a phone, I bought her things, courtesy of my dad and my stepmom. And she now said she wants to go and give cake to my mom. I wanted to stop her. And my sister went to the house. My sister knocked on the door. My mother was inside. My sister said she was hearing like all this CNN was playing, like my mom was watching TV. Her car was there. She had asked neighbors. They said that my mom was around, that she's in the house. They knocked on this door. My mother did not open this door for this girl. My sister waited there till night. This man did not open the door. When she came out,
that was her daughter's birthday.
When she came out to open to go and put water in her car, she came out. My sister was talking to her. She walked past this child, went to her car, poured the water that she wanted to pour inside the whatever bonnet, went back inside the room, closed her door, locked her door, leaving my sister there. So me when they throw party for my sister for hostel, I can't wait for my sister, say, God, I beg. And they wait. This girl, no one comes for that house. I had to go, because I started showing order to stay 50 feet away from her, blah, blah, blah. So I had to call my sister. I said, I'm in the next street. You have to come outside. This is already 11 o'clock. You've been here since morning. You need to come outside.
She was waiting, man. She was heartbroken now. She was heartbroken.
She was waiting. I was like, you need to just walk out. Just come out. Let's go back to the hostel. You can't stay at her door till tomorrow.
Okay, wait. Do you feel like you can ever reconcile with your mom? Are you ever going to look at her the same? Because all these things that happened to you, from the guy spiking your drink to you living with him in the first place, would have never happened if she didn't throw you out. If she didn't throw you and your brother outside. Do you feel like you are ever going to reconcile with her and forgive her? Because forgiveness is like, they always say, you must forgive your parents. Your parents are your parents no matter what. But this is like extreme.
I don't know if I can. I've forgiven her because it was hard. I needed to heal. But I have questions for her. Aside leaving the house, and I was in school. Remember I said I was in school, and she's also in my school. I was going through, would I say, I don't know whether I was bullying or something, but I was always, it's funny how my brother was, amongst the three of us, my brother was the only person that she started talking to again. And she will help that one with his results. Like, because before your results will come out in your department, your parents can see it. Your parents can ask for your results and they will tell her. So my mom was helping my brother, but she wasn't helping me. So she did not talk to any lecturer on my behalf, even when I didn't need to fail this course, but I was just failing it for reasons based on the lecturer in question. She didn't reach out. She didn't want to help.
And she
Few
had
times
influence. And she had influence in that school.
she's not a small staff. Like, I'm not talking, she's not a small, like, junior staff, the top staff. She can get you your hostel. She got my siblings hostel. Like, my brother, his hostel. My sister, her hostel. Like, they didn't have to struggle when people were struggling for hostel balloting.
Does she know you're with your dad now? Does she know you're with your dad?
Yeah, she found out later though. And I think that made her maybe hated me more. The hate she had for me was like 90% because I looked so much like my dad. So the anger was too much. Now, hearing that I reconciled my dad, the same man that hurt her and did the unthinkable and like a whole lot of shit to her. The same man is the person I went to reconcile with.
But what was she expecting you to do? She threw you out.
So, do you understand? Now, that's the thing. I don't know if she thinks that way. Like I said, it's been 7 years. I haven't said a word to her.
Guys, in all honesty, this is by far the saddest story I've heard on this platform ever since I started podcasting. Wow. You guys, imagine how, like, all the things that happened to her ever since she left her mom's. Like, damn, some African parents, yeah, this is our mom we're talking about here, and out of respect, I won't say all the things I would want to say, but some African parents are just very hostile. They're just very rigid, very uptight. Like, they are so disciplined, like, they have rules, like, something might have happened to them while growing up, and they are so sad, and without knowing, that sadness will start reflecting the way they are relating with their kids. Like, look at all what happened to this babe ever since she left her mom's. Damn. And the saddest part is that even up until now, she's still not talking to her mom. Like, her mom has still not tried reaching out to her because she feels right. African parents, some African parents have issues. Nah, let me put the fact that I don't want to speak bad of her mom aside. Some African parents have real issues. You let your child suffer like that because you want to stand on the fact that you are right. You are just so sad, so hostile, like so rigid. You don't have friends, you don't have people surrounding you, and you expect your children to also be like that. Look at all what she's going through. Look at all what she went through. Damn. Well, this is the little I can say, guys. I would really appreciate it if you guys advise her in the comment section. Like, do you feel like she should make up with her mom? Although they're always like, no matter what, your parent is still your parent. But do you feel like she has to make up with this kind of mother? I mean, it's 7 years and she never tried reaching out. Do you feel like she has to reconcile or make up for the lost time, the lost years, and reconcile with her mom? Because left to me, that's how it's going to be forever. Some people that they brought you to life doesn't mean they are worthy of being called a mother, if I must say. Because damn, nah. This is really sad. Well, guys, please drop an advice for her in the comment section. I would really appreciate. And that will be all on today's episode. To join me, to come here, to call in rather, all you have to do is send me a mail at bcbalopodcast@gmail.com, and you'll be here talking to me just like I just did my last call. Well, that's all for today's episode. Please do like, share, subscribe, and follow me on all my social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. I'm everywhere, like I said earlier. Until not next week, I forgot to tell you guys, I won't be dropping episodes every week anymore. It will be once in 2 weeks. So see you guys in 2 weeks. Bye.